My interest in the mysterious has always been prominent, so when the opportunity arose to visit my grandmother's country house, I couldn't resist. All those summers filled with trips to the countryside, the scent of fresh air, and time spent with my grandmother filled my weekends. But one day, everything changed. Another step, and I entered a small thicket where the lanterns struggled to penetrate the branches, leaving darkness between the trees. The park looked particularly picturesque and mysterious at this time. However, my serene atmosphere was shattered when I noticed something black and elusive in the shadows. At first, I dismissed it, attributing it to my imagination or the play of light. However, as I ventured further away from the illuminated part of the park, the black silhouette persistently continued to follow my steps. A glance over my shoulder only confirmed my suspicions. A massive, fear-inducing shadow emerged from behind a tree and rapidly approached. My heart was pounding so fast that I could hear it in my ears, and the fact that the shadow was not far behind turned me into a panic-stricken prey. A chilling cold engulfed me, but I decided it was just my imagination. Perhaps I had overindulged in horror novels, but as the events unfolded, the situation spiraled out of my control. During lunch, my grandmother spoke strange words, as if she was silent from another world. Her stories resembled ancient legends of darkness and witchcraft. I thought it was her attempt to entertain me, but when she started a song that seemed like black magic, my feelings changed. About halfway to the light, I took a risky glance over my shoulder. The black shadow now stood still, halting its predatory chase. It appeared mist-like, losing part of its form. My eyes widened as I noticed that it wasn't just standing, it was dissipating into the air, as if recovering from a strenuous run. At that moment, I realized I had become part of something beyond my imagination. My anxiety intensified with each passing minute. My grandmother turned to me with a sinister laughter, but this time there was something ominous in it. Returning home, I couldn't forget that dark silhouette and its mysterious process of dissolution. Was it a figment of my imagination, or did something real hunt me in the park? These questions remained unanswered, haunting my subconscious and manifesting in restless dreams at night. Days passed, and I decided to revisit the same park in hopes of finding answers to my questions. However, despite my efforts, the rest of the story got cut off. Suddenly, unexpectedly, I heard the voice of my real grandmother, calling my name, saving me from this nightmare. I felt her gentle touch on my shoulder, and instantly, I found myself back at the country house, where everything appeared normal again. My grandmother, whom I loved and respected, stood before me. She looked as usual kind, affectionate, and caring. As I figured out, this was more than just a vacation at the country house. I had escaped from something terrifying that existed in a world intertwining reality and nightmares. This story remained in my memory as a remarkable yet horrifying event, reminiscent of Stephen King's novels. Although my grandmother no longer reminded me of being food, as in that nightmare, the event forever haunted my nightmares.